Welcome, everybody, Mark and
Lana.
and we are happy to be here. It's kind of crazy. I'll just say every day just seems to be joy, and I will, before we get into the question and answer tonight, one thing I was doing a teaching for Dr. Glover's group, and they're talking about relationships also. One of the things that one of the other coaches was saying is, he says, I have a hard time with a lot of these coaching things out there in relationships because they're all about the structure. Are you guys having your date nights once a week? Are you doing this structure for how you have conversations and all this kind of stuff? Just like, no wonder you got so many couples out there that all they feel like is like friends or roommates, because the structure can kill the romance. Mm-hmm. Spontaneity and fun, but we're goal-driven men. So I'd say the goal is to understand how you want to feel. I just decided early on in this relationship, and I was clear with her, I want to feel in love. And what was this? I always said, really? I always said like teenager. I just wanted to be like a happy teenager in love, right? And so if you understand that's the goal, is to be in love, and you keep that as your goal, then every day you make that your priority. We always agreed. It's like these emotions are first. Yeah. So we start the day, we feel good, we're happy, we end the day with it, and then whatever else happens starts with at least our connection on, we say it's emotion, but it's also, you understand, it's in the field, it's spiritual, it's the universe, whatever else that goes with that. But I think it's the intention as the man to say, this is what I want. This is what I want. I want to feel in love. And that's what a romantic relationship is. It's romance, right? So with that, we'll do some Q&A tonight. And I got a couple I will start off with. And then after that, I will we'll let you guys drop into. One of the things we're going to start doing is as we add girls, Lana's going to interview them. We hope. We believe girls will say yes to this. But I wanted to do is just get them on video and just record a little bit of asking 3 basic questions, right? In the profile, you ask the girl, tell us about yourself. Tell us about the kind of man you would like to marry. Tell us how you see relationships are. And they can talk in Russian, we can do subtitles, or in English, whatever they feel comfortable with. So I thought I would start with you. Mm-hmm. So if you were to say, how would a Ukrainian, or you specifically, ideally like to see the role the woman is in the relationship and the role the man is? Who is the man in the relationship? Who is the woman?
In relationship?
Yeah, in a relationship.
No, man should be always to be a main person in relationship. And woman, of course, should be to be kind and follow and to create like warm and to help each other to create relationship. But mostly I say that man like man in relationship.
I like that. I like that idea. The man should be like the man. I think
man should be a man.
Man should be a man. I think the irony in that is, I think in much of America and the West and Canada, for those of you in Canada, hello Murray, that they've lost track of what it means to be a man. Mm-hmm. So in your case, the man, he leads, he makes the decisions.
Yes, lead a decision, to be strong, to create everything like a relationship, to propose something that a woman can decide what is better, mm-hmm. for example. Mm-hmm.
And make her feel protected.
To make safe.
Yeah.
It's important.
Yeah. And I'll say, if I'd ask me the what I like to see in a woman too is the soft feminine heart, the caring nature, mm-hmm. right? Mm-hmm. But we've had this conversation. It's hard for many women in Ukraine to be soft because they have to do everything, all responsibility, man responsibility, jobs, take care of families, do everything. And it's hard to relax.
Yeah, we are so strong women in Ukraine, and we can do everything like to do alone because we are strong. It's our like responsibility. But anyway, in relationship, we find like to calm. To have like quiet position, to be a woman, to feel this, and it's necessary to have somebody that even to solve some questions, for example, or tasks, what usually women do. Yeah, or to do something together.
I guess one of the things I would encourage you guys is when you come on you meet your woman through Dream Connections, and initially understand she's had a life on her own where she's had to be responsible for everything. And so when you see a woman like Lana or a lot of the other ones where they have this softness, there may be have to be a transition, because the woman, when you first meet her, she's still in full responsibility mode, career mode. She has to do everything. And it may take her a while to realize that she can relax in you, that she isn't alone in the world, that she has somebody else now. And it's at that point you'll start to see this softness come out. She'll relax, and then this warm energy comes out. So also, one of the things that is true of Ukrainian culture is when they first meet, they want to look good. They want to make good representation, good presentation, first impressions. And so the first impression, they may be a little more formal.
Yeah.
Formal. But when you get to a second date, they start warming up. The reason I say all this is be patient as you get to know the lady and see the potential. See the potential in her, that, hey, if I got her to relax, I bet she would just be delightful. I bet there'd be a warm side to her. And continue to portray your calm, confident energy so she can start going, okay, he's good. He's solid. All right, now I can relax and enjoy getting to know this man. So don't dismiss the woman right away if she seems to be independent or a little formal at first. What you look for is the potential. And you say, oh, I can see this. And the cute part, see, I say this because the cute part is even on the first date, even if she's being a little formal, she's getting little clues in there. You feel a little sparky. Okay, girl, I see. There's something there, though. I know there's something there. And I'll never forget, we first started chatting, and I don't know if it was our first day of chatting or something. And maybe I probably read too much into it. But at the end of the chat, she put kisses or something like that.
Yeah.
Or I kiss you or something, kisses like that. I said, kisses? I was like, oh my gosh, because the conversation was fairly pragmatic. It was interesting. How are you? What, really, you did this? You went to Thailand? Oh, nice. So it's all this very polite conversation. And then she said, have a good evening, kisses. And I'm like, kisses? So I'm just saying, keep your radar open for interest. And of course, that's why you have us too, and you'll have your romance coach and your dates. So she'll help you see the clues. So, because sometimes we can be clueless. Before I go into any other questions, I want to open it up to you guys. If you guys have some question for Lana about the culture, or for us, or for me, or anything about our tours, or the status of Ukraine, whatever you want to ask, you can unmute yourself or put it in the chat. And we want to just have a chance to make this a great conversation with all of you, if possible. Want anybody come prepared with something? Or based on what we just said, you want a question? David.
Do you see any forward progress towards Ukraine opening up, or are we still stuck with Putinism?
What's the saying we always say, David? It's like, hope for the best, but plan for the worst, right? And obviously I live here and I really enjoy my life here. We aren't personally touched by the war, other than it's in the news and we can't use the airports right now. I have men, as you guys know, Nate moved here and he just said, hey, I've got limited income on retirement. I can live there cheap, and he's loving life. So it's a choice. if you want to come and date girls here, don't feel limited. It is possible. As far as us getting full tours, we got to have a lot of other things going on first before that happens. And somebody asked me, we're doing a virtual quest tour for a guy right now, and he asked, well, how many of the women am I going to be meeting are going to be in Ukraine? And I'm like, yeah, it may only be 20-25%. That most of them, the ones that we all knew, are now in Europe or Canada or US. And so do I see Ukraine opening eventually? Yeah, it has to. This can't go on forever. But right now the egos are so big. I mean, it could be another year. I don't know. It could be over next month. Nobody knows. All I know is I love my life. You want to come? We can help you come. And I don't really know much what else to add to that. Mike?
How is the electrical and the water situation there in Mykolaiv?
Electrical's been fine. We have not had, they used to do like 6 months ago, you would have like maybe an hour every other day where they would just block it off to do whatever maintenance. We've had no problem with electricity in probably 4 or 5 months. The water system, they're redoing everything here. So there's supposed to be a major official grand opening of the new water system here. It was supposed to be October, so we'll see if they're done with it then. And until then, there's many places here where, we refill these massive things of water and we just deal with that. So
is the hotel that we stayed in before on the tours, is it open or not?
Oh, yeah. The Continent's open. People are going there. Every time I walk by, there's people in the cafe outside. They're in the lobby of the hotel. The Continent is open.
Today was
recognize the hat.
Yeah, authentic strength, authentic man. I love it. That's great.
Yeah.
Thanks.
You got it for me.
I appreciate that. I remember we made those here, and I think we just gave you one while you were here.
Yeah.
So thanks for the salute.
No problem.
Oh, Lana was saying that they had a major holiday today.
Today, it was big event. Many people in Main Street, so it was like festival. It's something international holiday. Many people with children, so some people come back. It's not looking like it's really war and people scared and nobody in the street. No, it's life is continue, and sometimes sirens. Like two times, but it's somewhere like a region. It's not exactly in the city. So life is going, is good.
That's true. The only visible sign of the war is you will hear an air raid siren maybe every other day. And then you go, oh yeah, that's right. 2 weeks ago, they had the birthday of the city celebration.
Yeah.
And so the street was packed and they had these cool cars on the street, exhibitions. Yeah. Today, the international one, which I didn't know about, I wish I had. We probably would have. I would have set up a booth, for international. But it was kind of like, what do you call it? I don't know. I don't even know the English word for it. I'm not going to ask you for the English word, but it's each of the countries represented. They had food there you can try from that country. Yeah, culture,
food. They represent everything from each country. It's like exhibition.
Yeah, so a little Epcot Center on the main street of Mykolaiv. So that was pretty cool. Actually, Murray, since you were here, they actually have done a lot of improvements on the main highway between Mykolaiv and Odessa. It's really
the potholes, did they?
No, it's smooth. It's like, wow. I'm in
new roads they built.
Yeah,
construction.
That's good to know.
Let's see. I had a question come up in the chat. How conservative are the women? I can't stand being around Karens. If you don't know, Karen is a joking stereotype in America we have for these women who they just sort of beat up on men. They're sarcastic and they're snotty attitudes. And usually they're not pretty also. Do you understand what it says, a conservative woman? How can traditional values?
Traditional values.
Families first, hardworking, educated.
looking pretty. It's because it's always between women, like competition, and everybody want to look in more smart, more elegant, more beautiful. So it's very important for us too.
They do a good job at that.
Thank you so much.
Michael, what else would you include in conservative value for a woman? Did that cover it, or are there some other aspects?
Hold on.
Yeah, you're unmuted. You can just ask.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Like, for example, are any of them Christian, or how do they believe in working? Like some of the Eastern European women that are around where I live, they have like 4 jobs, and I was just wondering if that's normal in Ukraine, or they're used to it.
Well, first of all, would you say women are hardworking and many of them have more than one job in Ukraine?
More than one job?
Yeah, are they hardworking?
In war period, for example, it's starting their salary. So, and some women, for example, they have like a few jobs. So it's possible. It's possible. Yeah.
They're hardworking because the normal job here is like 6 days a week with 1 day off. And there's no breaks. They don't have like mandatory 15-minute breaks every 2 hours. They just work the whole day. And they don't complain because that's normal here. What was the second part of that?
So just, I was just wondering if they're Christian, or how do they view religion?
Yeah, we are Christian.
Nothing crazy or anything, but yeah.
Oh my God! I don't believe.
I got to mute Murray's. I had to mute Murray's line. There we go. So they're Christian, Orthodox primarily, but I'd say almost the whole country is. Most all people here go to. They grew up in the church. They have belief in God. The doctrine of the Father, Son, the Holy Spirit. Death of Christ is for salvation. So. It's a very Christian nation. There aren't as many like when in America we have almost populist churches, with worship bands and a pastor who dresses like this. So they don't have as many of those here. Although there is one in the other district, the International Christian Church, Fundamental Church. There are some. There's Catholic, but as far as Christian, they would all say they're Christians. And they have that doctrine. So, and if you want to bring them to your country and take them to what your church is, they'd love to see what you do.
Yeah.
But most people religion on the west of Ukraine. It's very religion people.
Very religious, very Orthodox.
Yes.
Dedicated to Orthodox.
They follow all religion.
Strictly.
Holidays. Yeah.
Mark, that's where I'm at. We have a Ukrainian church in Omaha, not far from where I live. I have a question about, have you heard anything on Kiev? Because when they did the 800 drone strike, Russia did, took out the internet. I'm having a lot of trouble connecting with my woman there in Ziftermore because it's got something to do with the connection.
I got to be very honest with you, because we live in this, we honestly don't live in the news of even what's going on here because there's nothing you can do about it. And typically it doesn't affect us. So we get highlight information, like you can't help but just open up Facebook or X and you see what happens. I'm aware there's a huge strike and civilian casualties. The only thing I know about the internet is I still believe that Musk and Starlink are keeping the country going, as far as that. Now, if some specific areas had a tower taken out or some junction center taken, I don't know. So if it's down, I'd just be patient. It'll probably back up again shortly.
It's intermittent. It's very intermittent right now.
Yeah. Well, we've had it good here. In fact, the speed here is pretty crazy. It's like 90 up and down.
With internet, it's not a problem in Ukraine. Remember, when even have a blackout in wintertime, no electricity, nothing. But we had internet. Because internet providers, they keep like function. Internet can work even without internet. So you just need to have a battery in electricity in your apartment, and you have internet. It's not a problem.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. I will say that. I think. Well, for a lot of them, it's so cheap. You know, you have a phone, but the cost here, you guys are going to love it. They think I overpay. I way overpay. I pay $5 a month for unlimited data and talk time, and they're going like, "You're paying 250 hryvnias? What are you doing? That's ridiculous." I'm going, "You have no idea," and that includes, your internet into the phone. So. I don't know what's going on in Kyiv if there's a problem, but I don't think it would last long. I think you'll be fine. Be patient. Always be patient with your girl.
I am able to send her food.
Oh, yeah. I don't think it's that bad.
She's not able to work right now, and she's taking care of her mom and dad. Her dad has a stroke. So.
Well, if you're committed to this girl, then then take care of her. Take care of her. Let her mama feel good that she has a man that's...
The problem we had here is I was sending money to help support the family, and my bank stepped in with all the other banks. They said, "We're not going to send any more money to Ukraine. We're not going to let you do that."
Get it? PayPal.
I'm going to take your advice when I finally get there and give her a reloadable card. That way I can...
Well, yeah. Once you go there, give her a U.S. debit card that you can just put money on as you need. But until then, switch to PayPal. Because doesn't go through the banking systems. Nobody can tell you no, and it works. We've been taking care of the orphanages here for 3 years just on PayPal. It's been very reliable. We pay our vendors through PayPal, so it bypasses that whole banking, wire transfer, MoneyGram, all that stuff. Just my advice.
Definitely check into that. I'll have my daughter comes home. She's a whiz at all that computer stuff. I'll have her help me set it up.
All right.
Thank you.
Hey, I'm proud of you, man. You're taking care of your girl and her family. It scores points. It scores points. By the way, I did this for Lana. Guys, trust me. It's the highest thing you can do. You want to make sure you're scoring points with her mama, especially, and any brother, sister, or best friends. And so when I literally came from America, I brought over, even though for us, we don't think of it this way, I brought See's Candy, a big box of it. And because that's the American brand, right? And they were like, "Oh my," I mean, you would have thought it was
So sweet.
Yeah.
I bring Russell Stover's. That's the best chocolate.
Yeah, I got her a box for her and a box for her mama. And I was in ever since. Ever since then, I'm the mama's favorite. And she's always saying, "Are you taking care of Mark? Because I'm the favorite."
Family values is so important for us, and we share everything like in relationship. So if we share like positive things with our family, of course my family will love Mark so much too, because if I'm happy, they happy. I'm calm, they calm. So everybody calm, everybody happy. It's good. It's all right.
Now, I'm told that her father likes me. He's seen my videos I sent to her, and sees how I care about her and take care of her. And
that's great.
We both got something in common. He was a Ukrainian Marine.
Yeah. Listen, I just go, honestly. And if you want to talk, email me later. I can walk you through the whole thing and how to go. But if you're going to Kyiv, just get yourself to Portland, and then you can get a nice train ride over.
Oh, she's not in Kyiv. She's in Zitomir, which is about 100 miles west.
Oh, even easier.
I'm trying to get her over to Lviv because we got an embassy over there. But
well, not only that, Lviv is just a great little town for a little vacation for the two of you. It'll be very romantic. It's very European, very modern, touristic. They're famous for coffees and chocolates. And, if you even just Google Lviv and you look at the pictures of the city, you just go, wow, it's a storybook. So she'll love it. She'll be in a good mood, feeling this romantic city energy. It actually saves you a lot of travel time, not to have to go further inland. And I think that's a great strategy. And just go. Honestly, I don't wait for things to change. You can get there safely. I can tell you how to do it. Not a problem.
I figured I'd probably fly into Warsaw and take the bus.
Exactly. 4-hour bus ride.
Yeah.
Yeah. We are definitely going to be having more ladies for our VQT program, and I'm waiting for one last thing to finish the design of the site, and then we're going to be expanding that. I want the site looking good because as we add ladies, they always go look us up and check us out. So, but yeah, we'll be adding ladies to the program. But that's why I'm saying we only got 2 days left on this promotion. So if you're able to, I'd buy it now and use it later. It'd save you $1,000. But for sure, Michael, yeah, we're going to be adding ladies continually. So no problem. Good question. What else you guys got? How do I buy it? Email me. I'll just send you a link. Right now, until I get the site finished, just email me and I'll send you a little digital invoice. Pay for it online. It's easy. mark@dreamconnections.com. And it's only good till the end of the last day of the month. And it's worth it. I'm going to tell you an honest, true story. I just talked to another guy who told me, because he went checking the competitors out, these other matchmaking companies, they want $7,000 to $10,000 for their little matchmaking programs. And he found us because YouTube recommended one of his videos. He goes, Mark, you're the only real guy out there, and you actually have the track record. You're way underselling yourself. And I'm like, I probably am. So he says, Teo, I'm going to pay you full price because I don't care. I think you're worth it. I said, oh, thanks. So definitely email me. I'll get you in on that.
I have a couple questions.
Patrick.
Okay, I haven't really looked yet. So do you have ladies' profiles on the site now, or is that
not yet? Not yet.
I mean, okay. And you mentioned that they're in Nikolai, they're doing stuff with the water system.
Mm-hmm.
I know my experience from Ukraine back in 2014 and 15, and then my more recent visits to Moldova is that, well, you can't really drink the water out of the pipe. You have to buy the bottled water because that's safer. Is that still true over there?
Well, here's the story. So I obviously lived here for a lot of the last years before the war, probably 5 or 6 years before the war. I was living here 80% of the time. And at the time, you could take the tap water and put it through a filter. I had one of these pitchers, that filtered the water, and I could drink that. But the Russians bombed the main water line in Mykolaiv right at the beginning of the war. I mean, just like literally the first 2 months. Mm-hmm. And so since that time, the patchwork they've had to do to keep water going here is not as clean. So it's all bottled water in Mykolaiv. The rest of the country is the same as it's always been. So, but what they've been doing, and you drive the streets, there's a couple of main streets where you see them trenched all the way down, like 20 feet down, where they're putting these massive new water systems. And they've been telling on the radio that they think it'd be done in October. We'll see. But when that happens, it'll be back up at least to that standard where it was before, where I still wouldn't drink a cup right out of the faucet, but I'd filter it and drink it. I'd feel more comfortable. They're saying it's going to be European standard, but we'll see if it's really that good. But yeah, it's pretty close to just being back to the way it's always been.
No, they switch on this new system.
They did?
Yeah, it's already work. But they say it's need 2 weeks as a clean system in the city. But it's working already. Yes.
There you go. Patrick, you get the latest information. I didn't even know that.
Okay, thank you.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah.
Mark?
That's cool. Yeah.
On that water situation, having traveled 11 different countries, I found out if you're just traveling like that, you're going to be there a short time, just drink the bottled water. You'll avoid the local bacteria because we have different bacteria here. When I'd go to Korea, you'd get the Korean crud for about two weeks until your body got used to that bacteria that was in that water. So you're better off just, when you're traveling, stick to bottled water.
You're right. And they've gotten very sophisticated here because you realize Mykolaiv has been living on bottled water for 3 years, right? So they actually now not only have purified water where you can refill those massive, 5-gallon things, but they do an osmosis process on it or something. It's pH balanced. I mean, it's crazy clean. So yeah, I'm very happy to do that. I take my 55-gallon drum, I go to the thing, put it in there, and for 30 hryvnias, It's like $1. I get this whole thing refilled. And so it's really good. I would prefer that, the refilling out of the purification station, than even buying the bottled water, which, how long it's been sitting on a shelf and plastic impurities and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, water is not a problem here. It's not a shortage. And I agree with you. I go bottled water when I travel also.
Everybody adapt.
Everybody adapted. Everybody adapted. Roads are nice to travel. And more girls in our database. So we got more guys starting their virtual Quest Tour program. So Inga thinks she's got plenty of girls for handling all these individual dates. So don't worry about that. And we'll just continue to add more as we grow.
I've got a question about the weather. What's the weather like in the winter time in Ukraine? Is it as bad as Russia?
It's perfect.
No, it's not as bad. He asks if the weather here is as bad as Russia.
No, it's warm.
When I went to Kazan, I made a mistake and went in late September, early October, and it got cold. It got really cold.
No, in fact, there are many years there isn't even snow here in Nikolaev, and certainly not in Odessa. So, I mean, it does probably every other year they'll get some here, but it's not. It's not bitter cold. We have had, how long have I been coming here, right? All these years. I think the last 6 months since I've been here has been the nicest weather I've ever experienced in Nikolaev. It's been paradise consistently. Like, we had a few rainy days, but I mean, good, because they don't want anything dried. It's been paradise, sunshine, 72 degrees. Amazing. Yeah. So right now it just started turning cooler.
It's cyclone, I think, because even in Europe it's colder. It's just like period. So, and then again can be warm because October still warm too.
So we have sunshine in 62.
1 week.
Yeah. So
I'd be going to the northern part of the country, so I imagine it'd be a little bit colder up there.
Yeah, I've dropped 10 degrees up there. But do it. Just do it. I hear guys ask, well, I'm coaching another guy and he's like, well, I think I want to wait till I finish. I'm thinking about building a house. I'm going like, dude, just go get the girl and let her feel like she's part of the process, because
the problem
how much older do you want to be before
Like I told you before, the problem I have in a military background, State Department said I couldn't go until I get a ceasefire or whatever. So if I go, I'm sticking my neck out.
Are you active?
No, I'm retired, but I was
not a problem.
I was on presidential ground support and some other things, and
it's not a problem. Yeah,
my background.
Yeah, not a problem.
I had to sneak in there.
Because of Nisi, the women want to stay in Ukraine or move to the U.S. Because of NC.
North Carolina.
Because of North Carolina.
The train. That was pretty popular around here.
There was a Russian girl that was murdered on a train.
Oh, yeah. The killing. No, I haven't heard that discourage people from coming to America. Everybody understands it's a tragic thing. It's sad. But it doesn't overshadow still the image women have of America as being the light on the hill, the shining golden country to go to. And again, that's part of where you as the man convey a sense of calm and trust to her. She
was a 23-year-old girl that left Ukraine because of the war.
I know, and then she gets killed in America.
She was murdered by some crazy guy on a train.
It's really sad. Yeah. That's true. But no, it's not deterring anybody from going. Because listen, the truth is, if you follow, and especially if you get in the program, I want you to join in the Armory and take my romantic mastery course. Because the real thing is, if you get a girl feeling in love, she'll go anywhere where that is. She just wants to feel in love. She wants to be in love with her man. And if her man lives in North Carolina, she'll go to North Carolina. My mother and my brother live in North Carolina. I mean, I would take her to go see my family. I'm not going to worry about it.
What about weather there in winter time?
In North Carolina,
Mm-hmm.
It's warm.
It's warm?
Warmer than here. They have rain, and once in a while they'll get a hurricane. But it's they don't get 0 degree weather and snow. Sometimes in winters here you'll get down close to 0.
Mm-hmm.
But that's Celsius. That means freezing, 30 degrees Fahrenheit. Good question, though.
Mm-hmm.
Because everybody hears the news in their own way, right? And so you think all the world must see this, and they must think that. But America's still got that glow about them. And besides, a woman just wants to go where the man is. Home is where the husband is.
So, hey, Mark, how about explaining the virtual quest tour process?
Yeah. Right now, it's so cool. We've been doing this 10 years. We've been doing the virtual quest tour. And it's basically a very individualized matchmaking program. So first, you have a free call with Inga, our matchmaker. She's been with us since the beginning of the company, and she's probably responsible for more marriages than any of our other matchmakers in the whole company. And she wants to get to know you and to let you know about what we have available. And if after that call you feel like, yeah, I want to go, then she'll start a process of like trying to send you profiles of the girls that match what you're looking for. And so you'll get a photo, she'll describe it, and she may send you 10, 15, 20 of them. But when you get about 8 that you say, I really want to meet these are great. She gets on with a girl and she starts arranging these Zoom dates. And she stays on the Zoom date with you. So you guys spend an hour just chatting and getting a sense of each other. And afterwards, Inga will then debrief with you and go, okay, let me tell you what I thought. Here's what I thought. What did you think? And then she'll say, okay, now next time this story worked. Be sure to tell that story. Don't tell that story. So she'll kind of coach you on how to be better every time on your dates. And so over the course of 2 or 3 weeks, you'll go through and meet all these, and some that are really great. You'll have a second date and you're going like, this is great. So typically by the end of that process, you and one of these girls are like really feeling it for each other, and Inga will validate and says, it's real. No, this girl's good. She really feels this way. She may even have a call privately with the girl and say, I want to let you know this guy's really serious. How are you feeling? And she'll actually be a go-between on your behalf. And so at the end of this process, if you're not hearing it, Inga is your romance coach, and she's the secret sauce for this. So she not only helps your success, but the real secret of Dream Connection since the beginning of the company is that we save you years of dating, because we get to know you. Obviously, we're not taking guys who are just out for sex tour vacations or jerks or have alcohol or rage issues. And the women, we want to make sure they're single and they're really ready. And so both of you are known to us, and we know that both of you are actually ready, that if you find the right person, you're ready to get married. And so if you date, how long does it take you to find somebody with traditional values who is looking for what you're looking for in terms of long-term relationship, and not only has the traditional values, but obviously is pretty, which is hard to find somebody who's not obese in America or Canada anymore, or UK or wherever else in the world. They're in good shape. They care for themselves. They want to take care of their man. And then just have a chance that you can relax during the dating process, because you're all there for the right reason and you feel safe. She feels safe. She's got Inga, another woman who speaks her language. You feel safe, and this is all easy on Zoom. So it really helps everybody relax and get to know each other so quick. And this is why we have such a high success rate, because we save years off of the dating process and whatever thousands of dollars you would have spent trying to meet these many qualified women. And to do it in such a short amount of time with the most successful international marriage company ever, Dream Connections, is a fantastic opportunity. And so I really like this Zoom dating virtual quest tour program. And again, if you're interested at all, you get a free call with Inga herself, and to make sure it's a fit. And we want it to be a fit. We want to know you as well. So just shoot me an email, mark@dreamconnections.com, and we'll take care of the details from there. Terry's going to be doing that with us too here next year. So is Michael. So is. We got a long list. It's pretty cool. All right, guys. Well, it looks like we wrapped up our questions. We'll finish it up here, and I'll save the recording and get it out later. But we love you guys, and we're really excited to see we're creating happiness again in new couples, and we want to see this happen for you. Thanks.
Thank you.
Have a good night.